everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Vanessa. I am a professional working psychic medium, and all of my booking and social media information is down below. If you are not new here, thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Anyway, so in this video, I want to kind of do something a little bit different. I'm not going to do a card poll. I am going to weigh in on a situation. I do want to interject my normal opinion and also my like psychic medium-ish, gut feeling, what I'm hearing in my head type of opinion. So there's a little bit of a situation going on between Rich Lux, Ethan Klein, and Noodles. Now, Noodles, I've heard the name. I've never watched any of his content. Didn't know what the guy looked like or anything like that. I had to ask friends what he looked like and make sure that that was him before I made the thumbnail. I was like, is that him? They're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I've never seen him. So no offense. Just, I tell everybody all the time, I don't watch YouTube. I really don't watch YouTube. I watch my friends to be supportive. I watch Emily D. Baker because I'm in love. And other than that, I really don't watch YouTube. So with that being said, I want to put a disclaimer out here. This is just my opinion. But this is my opinion as someone who has a brain, someone who is conscious of other people's feelings and emotions and beliefs and respectful of them, and also someone who is has very, very, very good tons of friends and family in the LGBTQ community. So I think that I would consider myself an ally. I think I would consider myself someone that's acceptable, someone that's loving of everybody. I don't care if you want to be a tree or a TV. I don't care. You do you. Whatever you want to do, you do you. Whatever it is. So with that being said, oh, I had a little bit of hiccup there. With that being said, so Rich Lux has made some comments. Now, I made a video about how Ethan Klein was not sorry in his apology when he offended the caller that called into his H3 podcast, I guess it is. And he started asking him what positions he liked in the bedroom, which I have made it very clear then, and I'll make it very clear now. You don't do that. You have no right to ask someone sexual things like that. You wouldn't want people asking your wife what she likes. Don't ask people what they like. Golden rule, be respectful. It's not hard. So I made it very clear that in his apology, he really didn't care, because he didn't. He really didn't care. He went on and did apologies after that about offending the beans and toast community. And it's a joke to him. It's satire to him. It's comedy to him. So apparently Rich Lux had made a video as well as being, a man in that community. I think he had every right to give his opinion and say what he wanted to say. He has firsthand knowledge of how that feels to be asked that as a gay man in that community. Rightfully so. So apparently Noodles did not take kindly to that and turned around and said, oh, well, since you're attacking Ethan Klein, then, you're doing this and you're doing that and you're causing this. I'd never even heard of what Noodles called this stuff. Apparently it has to do with like white supremacy or something like that, or right-wing Republican, blah, 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 blah. Who knows? I don't know how the two correlate. I don't see how they correlate together, but Noodles is riding hard for Ethan Klein right now. And this is what Rich Lux had to say about it.
Noodles came for me and saying that I was alt-white pipeline or something like that. And I was like, what are you talking? I don't know anything about that, okay? I don't even know how to spell that, much less know what that is.
Sponsors of various shows that he decided were too right-wing.
I want to congratulate both Rich Lux and Keemstar for falling into the alt-right pipeline and supplying motherfuckers like Gavin McInnes and Tim Stoll with the narratives that they want so they can continue to work against progressive causes, which is, at the end of the day, exactly what Rich Lux and Keemstar wanted, right? But should we really be that surprised? Our enemies on the far right end up using that to hurt our very causes. The real enemy here are people like Gavin McInnes, who start hate groups, who are ultra-nationalistic, who believe in racial purity, and are actively working against progressive causes, who actually hate the LGBT community. And what we're doing by literally dragging Ethan Klein through the coals is giving people like Gavin the fodder so that he can influence people against progressive causes and the very things that we work for every single day. Now, if you think that it's a random coincidence that somebody who's on the far alt-right nationalistic fucking neo-Nazi wing of the spectrum is saying the same shit as Jordan Peterson and somebody who pretends to be at the center and is known for being a fucking fence sitter, then you are really out of touch because
pointing out, because I still am a fan of Ethan Klein. And I was basically saying that I don't think it was right for him to, poke fun at when a gay caller who called him, who's part of the LGBTQIA community, right? And so that's basically what I said in the video. And that I still support Ethan Klein, and I still feel like he's a funny guy, and I like his content when I can catch up with these 3-hour vlogs or whatever that he's doing, right?
We'll say it was gross and disappointing. Saying you can guess if Matt is a power bottom by his voice is so gross. But I was right. That was the point. Apologies to whatever his name was. Apparently I was homophobic to him. But whatever. What can you do?
Just so over these people. Shut the up! Shut up!
I just felt like that instance was just out of bounds, and I just felt like I called it out. I felt like Ethan Klein, in a way, in my opinion, being a gay man myself, was actually making fun of a person of the LGBTQIA community. So did many of you guys. Over 100,000 you guys who watched my videos were liking and commenting and agreeing with what I was saying. So much so that Ethan Klein himself put out a policy.
Okay, so obviously we can see that Rich Lux has a very strong opinion about this. And like I said earlier, rightfully so. Anybody can have an opinion about it. But I think more than anything, a gay man that is in the community has every right to say how he feels about this issue and how he feels about Ethan Klein's behavior. Now, I will say, when Rich made that original video, he did not attack Ethan. He just said he was kind of really disappointed. He watches Ethan. He likes Ethan. He supports Ethan. And it was just really sad to watch Ethan treat someone in that community, or treat someone just as a person, treat a person so disrespectfully. Someone that calls into your show and, the person on the other little microphone that's saying, oh, you don't like it? Leave, unsubscribe, blah, blah, blah. I had the same opinion. I thought it was really rude and disrespectful, no matter what he likes in the bedroom, whether it was men, women, whoever. It's really disrespectful. You should not treat people like that. So Rich having that opinion was not shocking at all, but again, I think that Rich gave his opinion in a respectful, tactful way. He got his point across. He wasn't attacking anybody. He wasn't trying to, get everyone to hate him and rile him up. He was just giving his opinion. I don't see the problem of that. I am not the only person that also shares this opinion. Also, Paige Christie, or Petty Paige, as you may know her here on YouTube, also had this to say.
Paige said, "Are you embarrassed? Alt-right pipeline? How do you overspeak a gay man who was offended by something Ethan said about his demographic and then call him out for supplying the alt-right information that Ethan himself put online? Then professed to tell this LGBT member that Ethan is an ally, and ally isn't a descriptive term, it's an actionable term. You have to be active. So please tell me what Ethan is actively doing to be an ally. How is he giving back to the LGBTQIA community besides humiliating them publicly by feminizing certain aspects of their sexuality? Your fall from grace is the worst I've ever seen. The numbers are cute, but your soul is dead.
So,
Such
like
a shame."
I said before, I don't watch Def Noodles. I don't know what his intention was here. But personally, this is what I'm picking up, like psychic medium kind of wise. Honestly, I don't feel like there's any serious like ill will or ill intention here, but it just doesn't feel like something that's really going to go anywhere. It just feels like I don't want to call it an attack, because it's not an attack, but it just feels like it's something that was, is going to fall on deaf ears, no pun intended, and it's not really going to go anywhere. And I feel like he's trying to push a separate agenda, but lumping this into that separate agenda is not gonna get you where you want to be. It seems though that there's like a separate agenda where he's trying to make this fit. He's trying to make these correlate and go together, and they're just really not going to get anywhere. I mean, these are just my opinions. I don't really think that this is going to get all too crazy or wild. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other people that make videos about it because, you know, these people are in the limelight. There's plenty of people that are going to have opinions about this subject. And I think anybody can have an opinion about it. It's just up to you guys who you want to choose to agree or disagree with or have your own opinion. Perfectly fine. But this is mine. This is what happened. I don't agree with it. I think that the issue was, you know, done and over with, last week, and now it's being brought up again and being lumped into something that has nothing to do with it. Deaf Noodles, you're not going to make fetch happen. It's not going to work. So anyway, that is my opinion, you know, allegedly for entertainment and conspiracy theory, whatever purposes only. But that's it for this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys all have a great day and sleep well, take care of yourselves, and be kind to one another. It's not hard. It's not hard. All right, guys. Bye.